So this is Oliver James Grosso. You're looking at him. This is the reason why we're doing Fathers and Sons.
Okay, ready?
Bye.
You ready to ollie?
He's named after my dad. His middle name is my dad's name. My dad died a year and 2 days ago. My dad was highly supportive of my skateboarding, even though he didn't understand it. He gave up a pretty good go-kart hobby career, racing go-karts, so that he could be at all my Aspo and Castle contests and drive me to all the faraway skate parks so I could compete, and bought me all the coolest product and took me to Marina Del Rey. And so I want Oliver to have the same experiences if he wants to have them. So we started thinking about all the different fathers and sons combos. You know, old pro skateboarders that had kids that became pro skateboarders or got really good at skateboarding. It's just fathers and sons, man. Thanks for watching. Did I do an intro?
Did you?
Yeah. We were trying to get my kid to not go to soccer.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, so it's purely selfish. Like, I don't want to give up skateboarding. So
Right.
I want my kid to skate because, yeah, so that I can keep skateboarding. That's really just me being an asshole and joking.
Well, in Riley's case, after Riley was born, I was kind of on my own with him for a number of years, you know, for the most part. And I was still trying to make a career being a pro skater. And it was slim pickings, you know, for making money and doing demos and stuff. And so, like, I'd get offers to go to Japan to, you know, do these demos for $300 a day, and I couldn't deny that. Like, I needed that money to pay rent and stuff. And so I would say, look, I can come, but I have to bring my son, who's 3. So he was so embedded in skating, he just, you know, he couldn't really escape it, that he took to it. I mean, he enjoyed it, there's no doubt. Like, he really did love doing it, but by default, he was, like, ingrained in it, and he was living in it for so long that he just, it came easy to him.
You're the Olsen twins.
Yeah, that's it. How about just the Olsen family?
Okay, we're here with the Olsen family.
Now California surfers again have shown the way by designing and riding skateboard parks. One such hot young surfer is Steve Olsen from the Seal Beach area.
All the way around the world tonight. Look at him go! No jumping off the ride.
So we just wanted to get,
Fathers and sons that skate together.
Yeah, you know, they're rad.
Yeah,
you guys
we
are
can
rad.
wrap this up easy. Skate together, stay together. Family.
Boom, we're out.
No, okay. Sorry, son.
I don't care.
We're with the Millers. Zach, Chris, and not shown Lucas. Where is Lucas?
He's in Seattle.
What does Lucas do?
Lucas is a professional college student in Seattle. He's a heavy metal bassist, and he's an artist and all-around scholar. Dirty skate guy. As a dad, the last thing I want to do is be a dad that pushes my kids to do stuff that I want them to do, but they're not interested in.
Who is your dad?
The best skateboarder alive, Steve Alba of the Badlands. Probably heard of him.
My kids, I love my kids. They're the original Salba sauce.
It's not noise.
Who drug you into it? Like,
Who do you think?
So you seeing skateboards and your dad are the one that made you just like go, sell my soul to the wooden toy?
No, I don't know. I would say probably him though. That was obviously my introduction to it.
There's all kinds of you guys now.
Introduce our guest.
Riley Hawk, brand new professional skateboarder. Well, it just happened like a week ago, right?
Yeah, it was recent.
Happy birthday! Here's your pro model.
How do I make my kid you?
I don't know, I guess, yeah, just let them sort of get into it on their own, I guess. You know, because I guess...
So what You got into this thing like as long as you can remember. There's just skateboards in your life.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely like when I was younger, I would always just do whatever like my friends were doing. You know, like I just always was still skating though. Like in the meantime, so it was like it never faded away. It was always just still there.
My son here, he's 5 years old, he just turned 5. He's got a dog. His name's Lance. Who's your favorite skater, Lance? Tony.
Lance says, "Oh, I can't believe Cyril doesn't talk to me." That's because you're a freak. That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, do you know who you are? You're a fucking oddball. I was like thinking to myself, that's not gonna happen to me because me and Alex are tight as fuck. All of a sudden, Alex turned 17, and it did. I was like, whoa, I used to be friends with him. Now he thinks I'm a dick. And I called Lance up, and I was like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, oh, he stopped talking to you. I didn't say anything except, hey, what's going on? I was like, well, how do you know, right? He's like, you know, it was about time to happen. I was like, oh my God, I'm a geek like him. No.
What are you going to do when you're 25, my age?
I'm gonna skate with you.
How old will I be then?
38.
Will I be skating when I'm 38?
Yeah.
There was a time when we were skating together and he said, hey Dad, can you do a kickflip to frontside tail slide like on this? And I was like, you know what, Riley, I'm honored you would ask me that. There's no way I could ever do that in my life. And that's when he started trying it and eventually did it. And I was like, all right, he's officially better than me at street skating, and off he goes.
Most of the guys who are like us, you know, myself, Lance, Mountain, Tony, Steve Olson, that kind of trip, most of our kids learn how to skate, skating with us, and bowls. And you know, my kid was the same. He wore pads, wore a helmet, and he's like, Dad, I don't want to do what you do anymore. I want to do what I want to do. And I go, hey, do your thing, man, that's great. So, you know, on one hand, I was kind of bummed because I didn't get to skate with my kid anymore. But the other hand is like, dude, you gotta let your kid go. You can't control your kid all the time. That's just out, you know what I mean? You gotta have your they just, you know, they're gonna come away from you eventually anyhow, so you gotta let them find their own way.
I go to the skateboard park, I call it the abortion clinic. Drives me fucking nuts, all these little kids. And the parents just line up at the fence. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be them. I don't wanna be them. And they sit there and they ask all kinds of outlandish questions. Well, what does he need to do? And it's like, well, he needs to get rid of you.
Yeah,
but you can't say that, you know?
I learned that from my own dad and being kind of smothered from his involvement. You know, it really did feel like my dad was always there and people were always seeing them like that. I mean, I had support from my dad. I can't really, complain about that too much, but definitely it got to the point where it was a burden and people would talk shit and
yeah, you got the ultimate support. I mean, your dad fucking built skateboard, like he built a arena for you to do the thing you loved in.
Right.
True story, at the combi. At the combi, and he's melting down over a backside nose grind. He's like, he won't listen to me, you guys go tell him. So like Navarrete and I walk over there and we're like, hey Zach, do this. And it was basically just parroting what he had said. And Zach's all, okay, cool, and then dropped in and like did it like 1 or 2 tries later.
Like if I say like, oh, try it this way, he'll be like,
nope, I got it.
Yeah. But I actually know what I'm talking about.
You can't do backside nose grinds.
I will learn them and they will be better than yours.
We'll see.
Don't make me do that.
I have 2 favorite shots of Alex. One is the shot at Pedro, doing the backside slash on the bank. And then the other one, I like this poster that he had when he went pro. Like bouncing, ollieing.
But I like all the SOS ads, to be honest.
Bingo.
The SOS ads are amazing. Stoked that you tuned in to watch, and this one is kind of dedicated to all you dads out there who skate, continue to skate, and pass on the love to your kids, man. It's really cool.
My uncle is Mickey Alba. Yeah, he's way better than my dad at skating, for sure.
I used to not even want to be at, like, I hated skating the combi. I would walk up and like the first thing everyone would say to me was like, oh, just copy your dad's lines. And it's like, dude, you copy my dad's lines. Like, are you serious? Like, really? Like just, you think I can just automatically do it? Like, do you realize how hard his lines are?
The thing about having kids that skate is they skate, you know, bottom line.